according to the bony column in 3 dimension. So this is the distal end of the first phalange. This is the articular area, or sometimes you can't always palpate it correctly, but in this case, he has his natural mechanical property in the horn. So, you know, and it's a gaited horse, so he paddles, he does things, you have a little bit of a flare. And the breakover of this horse is right here. That's where the extensor ties here. So what I do, I project this point here. I have a gauge for people that haven't done it for centuries like me. But see, it tells you a lot. What this would tells me, it's normal. It's always a little bit wider on the lateral side than the medial side. And I'm not pushing the foot. It's a damaged foot because he was a racking horse, okay? So that's another problem he has. But he paddles also naturally. So if you were to remove toe and decided I can chop the toe all the way to here because that's where the breakover is, this is very, very close to the bone because of the movement of the capsule. It deviates to the movement of the horse. You need to leave a little bit of that lip. I am not going to set the shoe all the way back too far because the pedal bone, if I were to dissect, don't listen to that horsey. If I were to dissect this horse, this is actually a little too close to the wall and the white line. The white line lies also. So because it's mechanics, it moves with the horse. This horse has a damaged foot because he was a racking horse. So there's also damage that, you know, and then I do a little air conditioning and it will not trim completely flat. Hence the glue is very nice to fill some of the issue, but you know, we've done as best as we can. It's pretty good, you know, and I'm not always trying to trim flat. So, you know, that's the way he's been living with, and he's been extremely good. He's gone for like 3 or 4 times to Tevis. He was already an older horse. So that approximately what the breakover would be. If I go around and start cleaning my wool to match the white line, there's no support here. There's nothing. So this horse is going to need the support for the shoe and the support in general, because there's a difference between a bend and a flare in a wall, you know. He's trying to protect himself because of the shearing that happened naturally through his own mechanics and years of use and abuse. So we're basically going to leave this, so I can set the shoe around the articulation with a little table here. I will take care of that. We're going to take care of this a little bit, but that's all you can do. All right, we have a little problem here. I think this shoe is it's too small for him, and I can't give him the support. Well, I have to really bring the foot so far back, which we can't. So what I'm going to do is to take a bigger shoe, and I'm going to open up the toe. It's going to be a hybrid between a one wide, not significantly different. I'm going to nip that in the front, but I have better support and a little more length. See, there's also a limit on how far back you can set the shoe. So that this is not where I would feel comfortable going that far back with this horse. You know, be a little bit careful. So I took a little bit of a bigger shoe, a longer shoe. Points are right here. I have no problem that he has the support. He has the support in his on both sides here. And if you really look, it's not such a different. That was a too narrow, but you can open up the steps in the front. And if you look, if I put them together, I gain 1/8 of an inch. So that makes the breakover is about the same on both, a little bit. I have to take a too narrow, open up the step in the front, and gain the lengths you need.